Hello, I'm Jeff Michael. Here is your CBS On The Go update. The woman who opened fire at YouTube headquarters has been identified as 39-year-old Nasim Aghdam. She lived in San Diego. Her family in Menifee says they called police to report her missing, warned authorities about her grudge against YouTube. And then just 12 hours later, Aghdam went on a rampage. 3 people are hospitalized with gunshot wounds. She reportedly killed herself. Chino Hill's dad says he's in big trouble with the city because of this. A couple of playhouses. Robert Adamate bought 2 lots across the street from his home because he says his house didn't have a safe place for his 3-year-old daughter to play. But after he built the playhouses, Chino Hills, told him it's against the rules to have play equipment on property that doesn't have a house on it. He could face hundreds of dollars in fines because of that, but he hopes officials will change their minds. All right, now here's your CBS 2 travel forecast with Daniel Gersh.
Okay, Jeff, a cold front moving east could produce thunderstorms capable of damaging wind gusts across portions of the eastern seaboard today. Also, a chance of snow in spring again across the northern Rockies, and rain from the Intermountain region into northern California. Critical fire danger continues across the high plains. Temperatures today in the 60s from Portland to San Francisco, all the way down here into the Southland. 90s in Phoenix this afternoon, 60s and 70s from Dallas to Houston, 45 the high in Kansas City later today, 65 in Denver. For the East Coast, temperatures near 70 in Charlotte, 50s and 60s from Manhattan all the way up into Boston. So we could have some weather-related travel delays in the Northeast. If you're traveling through the west, through the south, you're in good shape today. High pressures building over the region here in the Southland, so that'll keep our conditions very spring-like and mild the next couple of days. We do have changes as we head toward the weekend, though. This is Saturday, and an area of low pressure combined with some subtropical moisture bring us some showers. Looking like the best chance will be Saturday into about lunchtime, and then into Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening. Rain totals stay under 1/4 of an inch, but we will see light shower activity throughout the day. It moves out as we head into the overnight hours and into Sunday. Highs today 60s and 70s along the coast. We even have some upper 70s, temperatures close to 80 degrees for the valleys and some of the inland areas like Riverside, San Bernardino this afternoon. 60s up in the mountains of Big Bear. The spring-like weather pattern will continue for today into your Thursday, into your Friday. Cooler for everyone on Saturday. That's when we'll track those showers to move in. The sunshine is back Sunday, though, and will warm up into next week. Jeff.
All right, thanks very much. Springtime, but as Danielle just said, places like New York City are still being hammered by winter. And CBS 2's Joe Kwan shows us how L.A. is blanketing the Big Apple with a campaign to remind them why the West Coast is the best coast.
I mean, New York will never have this.
Sunshine, palm trees, and beaches for days. This Brooklyn native says his love for New York will never melt under the SoCal sun.
I love it.
But he looked at the weather here versus there, boo, and says he could get used to rocking shorts.
It's been a long winter back east, and we were dying for a little sun, and we found it.
LA's sunshine will be all over New York with these new ads from the LA Tourism and Convention Board.
We get over 2 million visitors from New York every year, and they have this sort of love affair with LA.
Like with any true love, New York and SoCal will be inseparable. Ads will even show up in New York subways.
Just showing off our version of what public transportation is.
The focus is on how gorgeous LA is during spring, while New York is still thawing out. The ads will run back east until May.
That's on purpose.
I mean, this weather here is terrible, right?
Yeah, it's terrible. I'm actually a little warm now.
The ads highlight famous tourist spots, including here at the Venice canals. This ad reads, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to read it in a New York accent, the other canal street.
Okay, minus the smell of, fish and the allure of, the knockoff handbags.
This ex-New Yorker who now lives in LA says forget about the fact that some of the ads aren't exactly realistic.
You want to sit on the 405 or the 10 for, all day? Come play here.
But he does admit you can't beat lunch at the beach.
I mean, yeah, if I was in New York right now, I'd have major FOMO.
Fear of missing out on the sunshine, and this East Coaster says beach bike rides.
Spoke to my daughter yesterday in New York, and it was snowing outside her window, so it wasn't snowing here, so that's much better.
In Venice Beach, Joe Kwan, CBS 2 News.
All right, now here is your CBS On The Go sports. On tap today, the Lakers host the San Antonio Spurs, the Ducks take on the Minnesota Wild, and the Rams will hold a press conference to introduce newly signed star D-tackle Ndamukong Suh. And that is your CBS On The Go update. I'm Jeff Michael. Remember, we are always on at CBSLA.com. Be sure to watch us on the CBS 2 News at 5, 6, and 11 p.m.